Hey, what is up everyone? The final part of the Hoarder's Hunt mystery has been solved, and this part of the mystery is called the Crowning Glory, and in this video we're going to go over everything that happened in it. So like every other part, we've started off with a letter from H, and this letter says, "You have dared to meddle in what was my exclusive test, so get ready for a painful proof of why I'm obsessed. Join me on a journey of such dread that it will chill your heart. You'll wish you'd never taken that Hoarder's voyage for a start. Across the entire Sea of Thieves, on land and sea and sky, I'll lead you on a chase with your expectations I'll defy. You've got a chest and opened it, and found another chest. But this is it. I've saved for last what's ultimately best." So that's pretty vague, but a few minutes after this letter came out, the official Sea of Thieves Twitter account posted several tweets about the mystery. Two of these in particular had some interesting clues to it. The first was just an image of a unique chest that we've never seen before. It's like a regular collector's chest, but it's with a Gold Hoarder color theme and also a Gold Hoarder symbol on it. Also a little thing on the top that resembles what's on the Gold Hoarder skull. But then you can look around the whole thing and there's different gold trinkets around and stuff, as well as a bunch of different Sea of Thieves symbols. The second tweet was another image with a piece of parchment containing the words "Find Me," and it had 4 triangles pointing in different directions and some pig pen symbols. Decoding these symbols revealed the letters G, M, Q, H, R, D, K, K. Not only did the official Sea of Thieves Twitter account post several tweets as soon as the mystery started, but so did the 4 other accounts that we've talked about in the previous part of the mystery. So these Twitter accounts were the @SkullCannonball, @Frost_Locker, @WashedRobot, and @RockedDiet. Not only did these Twitter accounts post these images, but they also updated their bios with a new link, and these links, if you go to them, each were a different square of a map. If you put all these pieces together, you'll actually find that it's the Sea of Thieves map. Now the community used a 4-square cipher to decode several words throughout each of the puzzles. And to calibrate the cipher, we needed to know what codes to use, and these codes ended up being the previous answers to the other parts of the mystery. So the previous parts were Outcast, Two-Faced, and Grudge. Now we move on to a cardinal direction puzzle. So the post by @SkullCannonball showed us basically this letter with a triangle on the corner and then some other symbols. So to solve this one, we use the directions inside each sentence and you turn them into a pig pen symbol. To translate them, you visualize or draw the lines you would make if following these directions. So for the part that says from north to east, you would draw a line up and then to the right. Doing this for each line gave you the letters RINRQEKW. Plugging these letters into the 4-square cipher decoder will give you the word Monarch X. Next we move on to the logic puzzle posted by @RockedDiet. For this one we had to decode all the scrambled words using the 4-square cipher. Alright, so once you've decoded all the scrambled words, to solve the puzzle you need to deduce which one of the gold hoarders arrived first, what they hid, and where they hid it. Inserting all the who, what, and where values decoded from the parchment into a logic puzzle grid is one way to find who made it home first and where they hid their loot. Plugging in the values and deciphering the puzzle led us to believe that Horus was the first, and they hid their loot in the Eagle Vault. Horus and the Eagle Vault is our best guess after reading the puzzle multiple times and trying to deduce the correct answer. So the answer to this puzzle is Horus Eagle. So next we move on to the star chart puzzle that's posted by @Frost_Locker. And just like the previous puzzle, we need to take all the scrambled words and decode them using the 4-square cipher. With the directions translated, it's time to follow them on the star chart. Each Roman numeral is an hour from 1 to 24, and each ring is 15 degrees apart, starting with the outer ring at 0 degrees and the innermost ring at 90 degrees. Putting this all together gives you the image on screen, and if you follow these directions through the constellation map correctly, the answer that you'll get is the word snakes. Moving on, the next one we have is a word search puzzle, and this one was posted by @WashedRobot. This one's an interesting one. So it came with a riddle attached to it, and if you read over the riddle and summarize each line into a single word, the single word will be a word you can create a pig pen symbol with on the word search. So if you put this in order of the sentences in the riddle, the words that are formed are loser, trapped, revenge, meddler, traitors, anger, vex, curse, furious, and torture. Using these words with the word search and decoding the pig pen symbols will give you the letters T, H, W, O, D, D, L, N, F, R. Plugging those letters into the 4-square cipher decoder will give you the word F4 cloud. Now using the codes that we found from these other puzzles, we were able to make a new pigpen cipher and translate the original pigpen symbols that was in the first tweet. Doing this gives you the code HSeesAll. So if we head over to Twitter, this is actually another Twitter account, and this account has one post containing a familiar looking parchment with a new riddle to solve. Along with the image, the post contains the words, "We swore to never take his gold, he claimed my vow was lies, and I'd account for every coin, you too to claim my prize." So the parchment that was posted on this account says, "Never thought it would actually come to this, why won't you listen to me? No one should ever ignore me, even though you all are lowly pirate scoundrels. Slothful gold hoarders refuse to do this by themselves. Every time you keep stubbornly coming back again and again, eventually I will tire. Necessity will demand revenge, so watch out. Needless to say, you will suffer greatly. Every fiendish puzzle away at your tiny mind, eventually destroying you." Something interesting to note with this is that each line starts with a cardinal direction, N, S, E, and W. So this mystery was taking a while for the community to solve, and H decided to send us another hint because he was getting tired of us taking so long to do it. So on June 13th, the @HSeesAll account made another tweet, and this post only contained a parchment with another riddle on it. So this parchment says, "Nights have passed and you still all struggle. While you continue to flounder aimlessly, no one thinks to solve an easy toddler's puzzle by just searching for a simple word. And what comes before this word? Look, easy. Maybe now you'll solve the rest on your own. Ending a journey is never easy, and completing this will require noticing the connections between symbols, map, and everything on this node. Only then will you finally end our suffering." So if we compare this letter from the previous letter that we just read, you'll actually notice not only do the beginning of each line start with the same letter like before with the cardinal directions, but also they both have the same amount of words in each sentence. So the first sentence has 8 words, second sentence has 6 words, and goes on for each of the different sentences. On June 16th, we got another tweet from the HSeesAll account. This time the post contained a video. While the visuals in the video don't appear to have any hints in them, the audio does. Throughout the clip, H talks and says groups of numbers. The numbers he speaks are as follows: 4, 10, 3, 1, 6, 2, 10, 8, 4, 2, 7, 10, 11, and 2, 9, 6, 10, 11, 7. These numbers will look familiar to those of you that have been counting every coin. These groupings are the same number of coins piled along the sides of the parchment. And it's also important to note that the numbers are read clockwise around the parchment and grouped by which side of the parchment they are on. Using the word tribute peak as your alphabet, you can use a number to letter cipher to code the groupings of the number from the coin parchment. So for example, 4, 10, 3, and 1 will turn into the word bait. That is because the 4th letter in tribute peak is B, the 10th is A, the 3rd is I, and the 4th is T. Doing this for all of them gives you the words bait, trap, break, and retake. And this ended up being the answer to the puzzle. And if you put this into the Sea of Thieves website, you unlock the final voyage for this mystery. This part of the mystery is probably the most complex out of all of them. It definitely took the longest to solve for the community, and I could barely understand what was going on throughout. But I hope y'all enjoyed this recap of it. I'm going to have another video coming out soon giving my full thoughts on this mystery, and I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments about what you thought about this mystery. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was better than the previous mystery we had last year? Or do you think it was worse than last year's mystery? Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments below. But if you enjoyed this video, it'd be great to like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.